أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I begin as I always begin, in the name of Allah, whose grace I seek in this and all other matters. My new altar location is just at the front door to my new house, and I moved in just before the new moon, so when I placed the items, I didn't really organize them according to the month. So since my ascendant is in Scorpio and the full moon, the full super pink moon, is in Scorpio, I decided that I would make the intentions for the new organization to happen then. I chose the green cloth with the batik because it is the sun sign of Taurus, and there's a stellium of planets in Taurus, and Taurus really represents the earth, even though it is ruled by Venus. It's about making concrete those things that you get fired up about during the time when the sun is in Aries, the first sign of the zodiac. This time I ended up with a feeling for having the masculine on one side and the feminine on the other side. That's just the flow that happens this time. And I also ended up with my representation of pairs sort of on the far end. Each time I set up my altar, I start with one thing and I let that indicate to me how the other pieces will flow. And what happened this time was the masculine and feminine ended up being divided, more or less. I actually literally started with the candles, but I haven't had the opportunity to light on this table. Normally I use small teal candles that will burn out in a few hours, so I don't have to worry about safety. But for some reason they called to me while the sun was still in Aries. And I also, just as a reminder, I do things with regard to the elements, so the wing of the butterfly and the feathers from the peacock. I literally picked those feathers because there was a peacock farm that's next to me, and when I go walking I'd see these feathers sometimes just standing up straight, floating in the wind for some reason, and so I made a personal collection. So those are air elements. And then the shell is earth element, and this is a water element. So you get a sense of what I mean in terms of the fire. Sometimes I actually put water on the altar, especially if I had water that's given, as a sacred offering from a spiritual teacher or healer. Just as a reminder, I also have reflections of my family in both directions, the Celtic cross from my Celtic heritage, and the hand of Fatima with the Hebrew word Chaim, my grandson's name, as a reflection of the generations after me. The baobab tree, one of the oldest trees in the world, is again the divine feminine, Rajnisha Vijaya. She needs to be polished up a little bit. She every now and then needs a good wash with lemon juice. The elephant is my spirit animal. I like to make sure that I have a reflection on the elephant as much as possible. It's kind of hard to see the shape of this one. I think that's sort of a better view because it's clear. The globe, obviously feminine. Dragon, masculine, my year of the Chinese New Year, my sheikh, the word Allah, and La ilaha illallah within, 3 stones over a meditation on my health that I got from a healer. Bodobodor, my spirit place for some reason here. So that's just a reminder of some of the ingredients of the altar. And I look forward to returning to my new moon ceremonies. Thank you.